account for 2% of all cases. Doctors say they don't expect that number to significantly increase when schools open because kids don't appear to be good at spreading the virus.
Stop! That's the science. They're not spreading the virus. Hello? Go ahead.
Kids as good at transmitting the virus as adults.
The data that's come out now seems to show that most transmissions occur from adults to adults or adults to children.
The younger you are, probably the less likely you are to be able to transmit.
Stop! That's the data. That's the science. That's the science. Kids can go to school. That's the science. Go ahead.
While many teachers are concerned about reopening school so soon, the 5 doctors we spoke to agreed. The benefits of being in the classroom far outweigh the risk of disease.
Stop! The benefits of the classroom, psychological, social, behavioral. And we have to admit, some teachers are actually good and have an expertise and are better at teaching. All these things are lost. And yes, the poor kids are not getting the lunches. All these things are lost. And the Democrats and their union is standing in front of the schoolhouse door. Not because of the science. They're harming the kids. But because of politics. And the media keep asking everything. And they're going to do it all weekend long. So I would recommend stop watching them. Are you sure it's safe? But the president, he doesn't care about the kids. And no, he doesn't care. You know, if Joe Biden were in charge of the pandemic, it'd be like the swine flu in 2009. Oh, I mean, wait a minute. Forget about that. Go ahead.
He is to reopen safely.
We are not seeing transmissions when we're following some simple guidelines.
I think each school system is going to have to come up with their own guidelines.
Stop! Each school system has to come up with their own guidelines, Mr. Producer. What? President shouldn't mandate, mandate. The president shouldn't mandate. Joe Biden knows everything. He wants to mandate the hell out of the country. These doctors say, no. Each school district has to figure it out because there's different situations. Go ahead.
To say that one city is just like the next.
All agree guidelines should include rules for social distancing. Keep desks 3 to 6 feet apart and make sure desks aren't facing each other. Schools may want to consider holding gym classes outside. In your perfect world of sending kids back to school, what would you like seeing set up in those school systems?
They should try to increase the airflow in the classrooms, try to distance as much as possible. I have been doing a lot of research looking into face masks. I don't think they're necessarily useful.
What? They better pull her medical license, Mr. Producer. Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi said you got to wear face masks. I believe Chris Wallace said, why aren't we mandating face masks? Why are we mandating these things? You're listening to the science. It's not particularly useful for kids. Hello, it's not particularly useful for kids. Oh, we don't care. Close the schools. Force them to wear a mask. To what end? You're listening to the science. Go ahead.
School children, they do provide protection, I think, for high school students.
Would you let your kids go back to school?
I will. My kids are looking forward to it.
Yes. Period. Absolutely.
Absolutely. As much as I can.
Without a hesitation.
Without a hesitation, yes.
I have no concerns about sending my child to school in the fall.
I would let my kids go back to school.
Dr. John Torres, NBC News.
5 for 5. But Joe Biden doesn't want to send his kids back to school, Mr. Producer. He doesn't have any kids to send to school. They're all grown up. They're all grown up.